mystery, motivational tips, and so on and so forth. And they'll be very helpful. Is that clear? You'll be finding it on TikTok. I think preparations are on top gear. I'm doing a lot of preparation to that. And someone spoke to me from UK and said, Pastor, please get this out and let us begin to share it across UK, because we in UK, we are suffering. We are depending on Nigeria in order to survive spiritually. He said we have to depend on Nigeria to survive spiritually. He said there we are dead because nothing is happening. He said, Pastor, we know God is using you. You have a lot. So start putting some things together on TikTok. I said, okay, for your sake, I will start. So I'm starting in earnest. I'm preparing a small studio for it. Hello. Home studio. Home studio. Praise God. I'm preparing a small home studio. So I've already started. If you want to assist me in preparing the home studio, you can assist me. My home studio will take almost 350,000. Praise God. To put it together. So I'm trying to put it together, a small home studio. So if you want to assist, you can assist. And God bless you for it. Putting it together. So I have not finished. So help me out if you want to. Praise God. If you want to help straight to my own account, not church account, because church will be difficult for me to get it because of our complex account system. So you send it to my own account if you want to assist me. Is that clear? God bless you. Grace and peace multiply to you all. Amen. Also, from next week, we'll have, for all those who are watching online and outside the country, we'll put our domiciliary account for the church, and you'll have it. So if you're outside, you can make payments, offerings, tithe on pounds, euros, dollars. So the domiciliary account will be on display from next week by God's grace. And that is it. Praise God. All right. So meanwhile, back to business. Soul therapy. That is the theme of this Sunday meeting. And in the first service, I introduced a subject, cleansing by blood. Second service, healing by the word. Third service, restoration by faith. Fourth service, wholeness via sanctification. Wholeness via sanctification. So quickly, let me put a recap a little bit on the things I began to discuss. Now, from first service to third service, I was talking about dependence on the soul and not on the physical body. That over the years, the mistake we've been doing is that when we fall sick, the only area we look at is our physical body. We forget that our physical bodies are only responding to the state of our soul, not really the state of the disease that has diseased the body. So most times we take drugs and depend on the drugs, and if we are feeling good, we feel we are feeling good. And then we forget certain things that could hamper our health that are in our soul. So I began to describe what the soul is. By definition, the soul is the go-between the spirit of a man and the body of a man. And from my definitions, I did say that the soul is the seat of intellect, reasoning, your reasoning, logic, intellect. And the soul is the seat of emotion, feeling. The soul is also the seat of consciousness. Now, watch. I will do an experiment. If you feel it, shout to Abego. Hello. He's feeling it. You know why he's feeling it? Because his soul is alive. Now, if the soul departs, the body is a dead body. Go and pinch it. What happens to the body? No response. Because it's a dead body. There is no soul in it. Hence, there is no soul. If you like, pinch it 1,000,000 times, it will not respond. So, meaning that feeling is not here. Feeling is in our soul. So, your soul is actually what mirrors your body to the world. And your soul is what mirrors your spirit to the world. So, if you have a spirit, your soul is what mirrors it to the world. If you have a body, it's your soul that mirrors it to the world. If you think that it's your body mirroring your soul, you make a mistake. Go and check people they buried yesterday. Go to the funeral site. You saw most of the corpses in a casket. Is that not true? It is nothing but sand. It's just that it's still a sand that is molded. Leave it after a while. It will become like sand. or cremate it, you discover that it's not different from ash. I don't know if I'm talking. So that means that is not the man. The man is the soul. So your emphasis should be on your soul and not on your physical body. Otherwise, you're making mistake in this life. Now, the day I realized this was when I read and understood. Not that I've not been reading, I've been reading, but I didn't understand. You know, you can be reading the Bible and not understand. Me too, I was there. You understand? Don't mind me that today, you see me, I'm preaching the way I'm preaching. Oh, you are getting, before I don't know anything. No. Hello, I agree. I agree to where I am. So that's why me too, I want you now to grow. You understand? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I used to read 3 John 2. Dearly beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospered. It was years later now understood that John was referring to the prosperity of the soul that eventually spills to the physical. So if your soul is not prosperous, physically speaking, you will not be prosperous. Physically speaking, you will not be healthy. Now, something happened to me some years back. That was when I started thinking about the correlation between the soul and the physical body. I was sick of malaria that gave me intense headache some years back. So through drugs, somehow I started recovering. You understand? So I had finished treating malaria after 3 days. You know, so after 3 days, you still have some of those drugs. Like after the first day of finishing treating malaria, you still be perceiving some of the drugs in your urine. Second day, you may perceive less, but that doesn't mean that the concentration is not there. Third day, there's still little concentration. And then your body now is trying to rehabilitate, to come out of drug dependence. All this while it has been depending on drugs. Now it's trying to recover to be on its own without drugs. If you are someone who takes antibiotics to treat typhoid, you notice it that after 2 days, your urine will be smelling antibiotics. Is that not true? Then after 3 days, small deposit of it. Maybe after 4 or 5 days, the body resets completely and be free of antibiotics. Now, after 3 days, I was now becoming free of malaria drugs, small. And then somebody made me angry, and I was so angry. So angry. I wonder why I took the bite of that apple that was tempting me. It was tempting, you know. So I would have avoided and walk away. Man, after the anger session, as I sat down, my head started hitting. My temperature rose. Then I started having those feelings I used to have, as though I was sick again. It now looked as though the malaria did not go. Hey, it left. It's your soul. My soul had been corrupted by anger.